Cowboys elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see, the number 18 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Ready, fight.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hoffman. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
On target to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Riley. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Cowboys back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Riley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. A great catch and run for 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Green. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Alford. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in?
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They go to the draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Puts it out of the air. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. It's complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. The AT unit on the field.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Watson. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
He's looking deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and hopefully move the football.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Hill. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run play action. Using the quick game. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And I think the offense caught the D off guard on that play, throwing it to the fullback. I think this defense was expecting the fullback to kind of ram up in there and try to block somebody, maybe get a fullback dive, but not release out of the backfield like that and catch the ball. This fullback, he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling.
Breaks into the open. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Motion from the wide receiver. The snap sets up to throw. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Punt is in the air. Catch is made at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll operate out of split backs. Goes to the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Here's a heat. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
But they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Got some room and entered the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Alford. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Caught near the sticks. It's Gage. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Arizona State, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. Got the first down and still on his feet.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
A 1st and 10 for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. He makes the grab. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They go to the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time that... It's a fake. He wants to throw. Looking to scramble. And it works. He can get the first down. He goes out of bounds. He's a few yards short, and they'll have to turn the football over. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hoffman. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Arizona State, 14.
The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That's caught. It's Alford. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really...
Touchdown, Arizona State! And the comeback is on.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Toledo was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Rockets performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Release to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Keeps looking downfield. Going right and going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. And it'll be downed right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third down, he drops the throw. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Quick completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Sun Devils will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Clears the pressure. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. After 45 on his way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires left. It's complete. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a crease. It's Riley. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And now on second down for this offense. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, you think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off the scoreboard.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They believe they can run right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
On the ground, it's Hawkins. Stop is made almost immediately, giving 1 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll keep it on the ground. To the 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
The option look. He'll toss it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense going all in to stop the run. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Shotgun snap on third down. And the timing just a hair off.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll try the run. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And the Cowboys trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Riley. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Leaves it with the back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Ring zone.
And, man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You could tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Phyllis, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Maryland sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in College Park. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the tight end. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Quarterback gets the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land, like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
The Cowboys just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give out of the gun. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They were really aggressive going. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position.
Turning it on! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking left. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They just keep firing. Fires to the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Tight end now in motion. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it down the left side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Arizona State!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. So now it's second and long. And they'll take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.